around with my allergies like all day today. It's just been like, but you know what? I am here. Uh, it's not too bad right now, but right, it's just been like, oh, 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 check it. Let's get good. Get them gains, son. Get them gains. But I'm actually good. Weather permitting, I might like run tomorrow, like do like a mile or like run hills and stuff, or just get some practice in. That'd be fun. Uh, Real quick, to reiterate this. Like I say right here, I will be doing this video, but I'm going to do some reshoots because like I feel like I could do what I have. I think is decent, but I think it could be just a tad better. So just decided oh yeah, let's go ahead and do that. But look forward for that video because I'm on a roll. I got done filming Joel's video uh, this past weekend, this past Saturday, before the bottom really came out. Uh, yeah, I got done filming his video. This done over with, and I'm gonna be editing that later this week or something like that. Or my schedule's a hot mess right now, so I have to kind of do it when I can. I really want. It's really gonna mess with like trying to do like for the it's gonna mess with trying to do it for like the 3 anniversary of the series, but yeah, it's just like it's so annoying. But I'm gonna do it when I can. Try to get it out as fast as I can. But yeah, look forward to these videos because I do have fun making them. Uh, mm, this is a very YouTube centric stream today. Uh, a lot of what I'm gonna do today is like I'm gonna be putting on my YouTube channel. Like I said, just React Indie. I know it's real simple, basic content, but I don't make my entire channel that, but I was fun. I freaked out the last time I did the last time because man, that chip talking was insane. Seriously, like I think about it now, like why? So that's definitely what's gonna happen today. For instance, since today is so I figured today go ahead. We're gonna start off just silly. Yeah, we're gonna do some couple React Handy stuff, and then we're gonna also do some stuff for YouTube Shorts because I haven't done YouTube Shorts in a hot minute. Last one I did was at WeebCon. Now we gotta get back on track because I really enjoy. I really enjoy. I really enjoy making the YouTube Short stuff like that. But right now we're gonna take a look at the internet perfection. The Internet's Perfection Crisis from Tommy ENFG. Uh, there is something to be said about having the expectation of like having to look like super duper, like attractive or whatever on the internet or whatever. It's like it's very complicated, but I'd imagine that people vibe with you or whatever. Like I don't know, but I feel like what was deemed like hot and pretty today gonna be seen as like unattractive tomorrow, and it's like this really weird, sort of like existential, just goalpost moving. Like it's never enough. It's never like the happy medium or whatever. It's like it's weird. And I noticed a lot more online in online spaces So like I don't know, it's insane. So let's have a look.
Throughout the past 26 years of the 2000s, each time has had its own different eras of things people got insecure about. From the early 2000s to basically the end of 2010.
Got the Diaz, Miley Cyrus, look Brad Pitt back there. Justin and Brittany, Courage Cowardly Dog. Was that Mean Girl at the bottom? The iPod. I've known that has been around for like ages, even back when I was in school. The friggin' mozzarella sticks with the sauce, of course, Pokemon, SpongeBob. Those banger Scooby Doo snacks, yes. Yeah.
And every girl wanted to look super skinny because that's all what was plastered everywhere. You'd have a hard time finding an actress that was over like 140 pounds back then and wasn't slammed by the media calling them.
You know, that made me think of like that movie Jennifer's Body, and Megan Fox dropped a bunch of weight to look pretty for that movie.
Fat as f***ing the most pathetic thing to touch Earth. If you took one blow, went at them, they'd fly away like a tumbleweed in the desert. For dudes, everyone was trying to get a six-pack abs like celebs by watching the video on YouTube, probably called "How to Get Six-Pack Abs in 5 Minutes." Can't believe I.
Yeah. For something like that just really starts in the kitchen. That's all there is to it. Like, you know, just being consistent and like trying to clean up the diet. Yeah, I'm on the talk. I just ate a cookie on stream, but at the same time, I do a lot of ab work too when I'm at the gym. I can say this is sort of a follow up to the gym talk video I did. Try to stretch this into like 50,000 minutes because I have to talk about it now.
I thought this would work as a kid, and this had to have started my delusions and me questioning everything in life. Those are like the main things people were worried about back then. Of course there's more, but nowadays it's on a whole other level. With the rise of looks maxing and all these plastic procedures being done like fast.
I've seen this guy on my TikTok feed. Like, they got a clean up mode TikTok feed. But yes, whole looks maxing thing is like there's a difference between having a good skincare routine, trying to take care of yourself, look presentable in like a productive way. But then there's taking like a thing, especially set yourself in the place with it, taking questionable substances to try to like do that, and like this dude admitted some insane stuff. So it's like, yeah.
Casually. It's only ramping up more and more how insecure people are feeling and how perfect they want to look for the internet. And one thing
Yeah. No.
that showed me that is how fast the rise of Ozempic has gone. Just a couple of years ago, Ozempic was still a low-key drug that you had to speculate if a celeb was on or not to lose weight, because they was dropping pounds like no tomorrow. One day they were Jonah Hill, and the next day they were Jonah Hill. Shout out to Jonah Hill. That's a top tier actor because, man, they used to bully the out of this in the 2000s in interviews.
Are you still considered the fat guy when you go to a party or anything? Because I run into that a whole lot. I'm the fat one. So are you the fat guy in Hollywood still? Or is everybody like look at you and they're like, oh wow, you know, this is great, now you're healthy?
Like, why would you ask him that? Like, it's just really dumb. I don't even know the context of the conversation, but it's just like, I just feel like he looks really, really uncomfortable.
Do you have any other questions that are smart?
Now with Ozempic, you can damn near walk in any pharmacy and get it in a snap. And there's also been a rise in different types of weight loss pills that are easy to get. Some companies sell it online like an Amazon product. One thing a lot of people in America do is people near the border of Mexico just take an Uber over the border to a store there because you can get it straight up over the counter, zero prescription needed, and way
That's supernatural. Freaking Sam and Dean.
cheaper. The main reason for the rise of it is all the celebs promoting it and influencers as well. For some reason, Serena Williams is now an ambassador of a weight loss pill and is now promoting it even though she was never.
She was never fat. She's just like built for. She's an athlete. She works out like intensely. Why would she want to promote a Ozempic? It don't make sense to me. And I think I low-key heard that Ozempic was originally used to treat like diabetes and stuff like that, or something like that, and then they found out that it actually helps you lose weight. Then they got the script got flipped into like how, oh yeah, it's a weight loss drug. It's a weight loss drug. It's like, oh,
ever that big. And how does that one meme go? I wanted to you when you was fat. It's become so common now that for the first time in this decade, America's obesity rate has gone down. So people are seeing all this and saying, well, this whole trend is good, so why not take it?
Look
And
here.
look, if you are someone who took it or is currently taking it, then good for you. I wish nothing but the best. I hope it goes well. It should always be a last option though, and unless you look like one of those from My 600-Pound Life that have to get forklifted out of their beds. About 99% of the public can lose weight with a decent calorie deficit and working out a little bit. But the
See? Like, I swear, it'd be some people that would be suggesting like these insane workouts that will ultimately are unproductive and will get you burnt out of like exercise immediately. Like you said, it takes time. It takes being consistent with your diet, consistent with exercise, calorie deficits, stuff like that. Just doing it intently. Like you can build yourself up upon that. But a lot of people that be suggesting that be like, oh, you need to do this insane. You need to be in there for 4 hours and crap. You need to do it. You need for 4 hours. You need to do that. But nah, man. I feel like you can do like some simple compound lifts, like bench, squat, incline, and power clean or hang clean. Cause those are stuff that like I remember when I played football in high school. Whatever we do, that was when like we do like our off season workouts. We would mix it up sometimes, but the general time that we would the general workouts we would typically do on like upper body and lower body, you're gonna get bench, squat, incline, power clean, or hang clean. You could do those things, and those are extremely effective. I remember this one video on Instagram like a long time ago, and I feel like what the guy said stuck with me. He said, most people that do those usually play high school football. You know for a fact they probably play high school football, and there's a level of truth to it. But yeah, that's all you really need to do. Like, yeah, mix it up. But I just feel like people who talk about, oh yeah, it's like, let's just make it more about trying to work out like crazy. They make it work out like a crazy, like you were trying to play in the NFL. I mean, even though I just said these confident lists are just stuff you would do like in high school football. But people make it seem like not everybody's trying to like become like this super athlete or whatever, like this super jack for social media. They're just trying to get healthier. But so it just like it's very unproductive to suggest like these absurd like crash diets, because it's a lot. It's annoying.
The problem with it and how mainstream it is that it wasn't even made to be this big. Ozempic is a diabetes treatment, with weight loss being one of the side effects coincidentally. There was a limited supply at a certain point, and so many people were snatching it up to lose weight like celebs, that people with diabetes couldn't even get the medication at a certain point. Imagine your ass getting a heart attack and dying because someone wanted to lose 10 pounds before going on a vacation in a month. One of the biggest problems with this whole fiasco, though, and one of the main reasons people say you shouldn't take it unless if you need to, is there is zero long-term study of the side effects since it's so new. If anything crazy can happen to you, like a side effect of cancer, it's gonna take at least 10 to 20 years to figure it out. And most people using it now, because you gain the weight back pretty much instantly if you're not working out using Ozempic, end up going back for seconds. So who knows what type of toll that's taken on your...
Hold that thought. Oh, no, you go. Come on. No, I'm not going to play that game with you, silly old cat. Alright. Just silly.
Your body. Some other notable things people thought was normal and trusted before long-term studies were cigarettes. Yeah, I think we know the harm of that one now. Xanax. Before every rapper started talking about it, every doctor was handing this shit out like candy. And because the youth is so insecure now and TikTok is pushing it more and more, a lot are smuggling the weight loss drugs by buying it from random Ozempic dealers online. Which is bad because you have to be older than 18 to even get prescribed Ozempic. And even then when you're young, 99%...
Yeah. That's just, like I said, what was considered it come off as very existential, because it's like, you can look, like what was considered pretty and attractive today, going to be considered ugly tomorrow, and it could be people just look like perfectly fine, just, I don't know, adopt a decent skincare routine, put, be consistent with it, like say, some simple body wash, some, gel cleanser, some acne scrub, get on there real good, and you just like clean yourself up real good, and to be consistent, like put alcohol in your face, like if you're shaving, and then after you shave, and then put some lotion on, like moisturizing. It wouldn't kill some people like that. It would not kill some people that line to moisturize. I remember I was talking to my friend in college. I was talking to a friend of mine. I got a good look at him, and from right here to right here, it was just peeling. This boy needed to moisturize bad. So I was like, I was talking. I couldn't have the heart to tell him. It's just like, what the heck, bro? Like, he just needed he just really needed to moisturize. It's that bad. But yes, simple. Body wash, nice smelling body wash, face cleanser, acne scrub, and like put alcohol on if you shave, after you shave, and then put some nice moisturizing lotion on. Get on it real good. You know, parts of your body. You'll be alright. And like, you know, you don't have to like fall into this like nasty little trap that social media does. Because he ain't wrong. A lot of social media that pushes like you're not working hard enough, you're not attractive enough, you're not this, you're not that, all the other things, and it's just bad. It's just bad.
And probably 99.5% can lose weight by just locking in. That's when I started. The problem is too, a lot of people who want a certain build aren't gonna get that from taking Ozempic. If you're a dude that wants that anime lean physique or a girl who wants thickness, Ozempic gonna shred the fuck out of your weight. Unless you do your diet precisely perfect and are already in the gym and locked in. If you're on Ozempic, it's an appetite suppressant, so you won't even be able to eat the right amount of protein. It's just gonna shred through all of your muscle because it's meant for losing weight. There's some people who...
Oh yeah, I know there's a lot of people who, what did they do? There's people who will take like PEDs and stuff and not play a sport, but they want to get that aesthetic and stuff like that. And they're gonna have them side effects, start losing hair, you know, be ageified like 1,000 years. They can be like 21, 22 years old, like look like a Baki Hanma character. But it's like, but for real, it's a lot of people just like will take it just to attain that aesthetic, for a short time because the side effects come on. It's like I think a lot of people are becoming a lot more like transparent about their usage of like. I think it's like a combination of like not being as transparent about their PED usage, or like there's people who do like are honest about it. It's crazy.
who take Ozempic and you can immediately tell because
they look like a bobblehead attached to a twig.
there's also another term called Ozempic face where people have noticed it can sunk in your face and make it wrinkly. But it's all good now. We have stuff to fix that. Just drop $100K and you can get a facelift and you're all good. This was all worth it instead of locking in for 6 months or a year and losing weight for free. Also, the rise of looks maxing is getting worse and getting more mainstream as time goes on. I already made a video recently covering Clavicular, so I'm not gonna go too in depth with him again. But you know, despite all the controversy he has, he just keeps growing. If you told someone a streamer in 2020 was saying the N-word and was hanging out with some of the internet's most controversial people, right?
Because of course, what? Because of course they are. That's what you do now. It's like insane.
Right now, and then told them he got featured in big magazines like GQ and the New York Times, they wouldn't believe you. But cut to now, and that's what we got. Bro might have the best manager of all time, because how did he get on the New York Times? Maybe looks maxing really is the way. You can get anywhere in life as long as you look good. Looks maxing has turned into a small niche community on the internet to now having a whole lore storyline. You got different characters in the looks maxing universe, like ACU frat leader who did something which can only be described as Gen Z's 9/11. Frame mocking Clavicular. Just like 9/11, we all remember where we were when this happened. This possibly might be worse than any war that has been fought in the past 50 years. And that whole thing sparked the mogging wars online, with #1 ranked Chad Androgenic trying to
Get my nerd. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Is that all it takes? I mean, sure. Like it don't hurt to look good, but it's like I think this guy's whole thing is that they're just like attractive people. Is that pretty much it? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Looking like a Bret Easton Ellis character. Come Bret Easton Ellis characters come to life. It's like, get mocked, nerd. Like, no. It's like, I don't know, bro.
Avenge Clavicular from his mocking death. With another person named... Am I too old for this, guys? I just turned 23. Let me just move on to the point. All jokes aside, now that Lixmaxing is growing more than ever, it's reaching more and more people who are trying to learn it and potentially are going to damage their bodies because they want to mog like they see these dudes. We know Clavicular specifically does insane...
The one who dies with the most toys wins.
like take meth and inject peptides in his face. If you don't...
What? Wait, you said, did you say they take meth? They take actual drugs and peptides and stuff. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's stuff like that. It's like, oh, it's just peptide. It's like, yeah, again, people who take PEDs, don't play a sport, and then they just try and get that aesthetic. That's what I'm talking about. And it's like, yeah, and all you really gotta do is lock in. Get like a nice routine and be consistent. And like, it's all good. And you don't have to go, I don't think you have to go to those extremes. I feel like there's a lot of people who are just like, I don't know, who are trying to control every single outcome where they're not pointed and laughed at because, like, you know, they're not getting, like, criticized or something like that, or something of that nature. It's just, I don't know, it's just weird to me.
I don't know, peptides come in these little vial bottles and they're amino acids that all of our bodies already have. And if you take certain ones, they're like a booster that can help with stuff like repairing your tissue, which then helps with your skin. Now the one problem with this is, at least for the facial ones,
You gotta inject that shit in your face with a needle.
and if you're not a professional trained at this, you're one injection away from looking like a burn victim. In general, it shouldn't be a common thing you're doing anyways, especially if you're young. Like, there's already a ton of facial products that will help keep your skin good until you're old. It's not like the 80s where dudes was waking up and washing their face with rusty lead-filled tap water and now they're reaping the consequences on their face. So as long as you keep up a good facial routine with the products we have now, you should be able to age gracefully. You got dudes on TikTok flexing, showing their peptide collections like it's rare Pokemon sets.
Are you serious? I also think there's an overlap between, in different types of, there's different overlaps in different types of industries. For instance, let's say, for instance, like in superhero actors, the actors play superheroes, they end up taking stuff to get the physique quickly. Yeah, they probably are working their butts off in the gym, but ultimately they can kind of get shredded real quick. So you would think that, oh yeah, they're trying to get super duper fit. There's that, cause that whole thing with like the Liver King, he got busted with like taking a ton of like steroids and stuff like that. It's like in great detail and all kinds of stuff, man. But again, what I noticed is like also it's like even in MMA and even in the MMA and boxing, like the whole the era of like USADA and people getting busted for banned substances and they're taking like water pills to hide it, and then that's a different story. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of this stuff there. But to hear people like getting peptides are no different, like getting like action figures and stuff like that is insane.
Tragedy has officially struck. Here's my MT2. I got about one dose left in there. One of being tan left. And then I got BBC TV 500. We got like 2 weeks left, and I'm pretty stoked about that. That's not tragic yet. That's not tragic, I guess. My GHKCU, though. This is sad. This is sad. And we got one dose left in there, too. Back to pale and ugly I go, I guess.
It used to be bottles of Prime. Now it's just like the bottles of peptides now. Wow. I'm genuinely fascinated by this.
One of the main problems with them in general, even if you did have a doctor inject it, is that most of them aren't regulated, and a lot of times you get them shipped from a random warehouse in China. Imagine waking up one morning after taking a peptide ship from China, and your ass gets activated and you turn into a CCP spy ready to do anything at Xi Jinping's order. You want these products regulated so you could at least hold somebody accountable for if something happens to you. There's also a lot of people trying to learn how to get jaw
Oh, there it is.
surgeries because of looks maxing. And the main culprits is, of course, people under 18 convinced by the they see on TikTok. In fact, the looks maxing website itself did a survey on people who use their website, and they found that 45% of people on their website under 18 want some type of surgery. Bro, yo,
Under 18. That's sad, bro. That actually is pretty sad. Because, you know, you're very young. You're like 15. You're like 14, 15. Like, I remember being 14, 15, kind of feeling the same way back in the day. Middle vulnerable here. And, you know, I just learned over time that it don't matter. People who, like, rock with you, they go rock with you. And people who constantly go on and on and on and on and on about, oh, you gotta look like this and that, this and this, that. Like, dude, like, it's just, I don't know. It's sad to see like the world that how it is. Maybe showing my age a little bit, but it's like, it's just sad to see, man. It just sucks for a lot of young men out there, and I really have sympathy for that. And like, you know, for young people that's younger than me, and it's just like who feel like those insecurities again. Like I said, this looks maxing stuff, it's very existential because that's what's going to be seen as pretty and attractive and stuff like that. It's going to be seen as ugly tomorrow. And then there's a lot of people who profit off that sort of thing, who play on people's insecurities, and they do all this type of stuff, and it's just really bad. And it's like this Ouroboros of like, hey, you want to do this or that, like oh yeah, and of course people who sell like courses and other like peptides, other questionable substances, and there's just people paying like so much money to get it so they can finally get that. I get that, so like people don't get that the praise, the adulation, and stuff like that, and a lot of the love that they look into the validation, because I think that at the end of the day, a lot of this comes down to validation, some of the external validation, in which in some cases, yeah, that's totally good. That's a good thing to try to have. But I also feel like, you know, doing all these extreme stuff just to like get that aesthetic that'll be here today, gone tomorrow. It's just like, yeah, especially when you're not even 18 yet. It's insane, bro.
Hasn't even finished your biological puberty process. At least wait until after that. Luckily, most people that are looking for it at that age couldn't afford it. It shows how much the looks maxing sentiment has been growing with the youth, though. Now, the final one I want to talk about is the skincare beauty culture online, which has been affecting little girls that haven't even reached puberty. A lot of these girls who are growing up watching these beauty influencers on YouTube and TikTok, who now, for some reason, have social media accounts. The fact that I have to share their internet space with someone born in 2016 is diabolical. Can y'all just do what we did when we were kids? I don't know, go on Pop Tropica or IMVU. There's been a rise of
Oh my god.
these little girls showing off their own makeup routines and skincare routines online. Some may be thinking, well, tell me what's wrong with them having a little fun showing off things they like. There'd be nothing wrong with it if it was in good fun, but posting it on the internet only makes it 10 times worse. Instead of them doing it,
Yeah, it's like the gold rush to want to be like super duper famous, because that too can be here today, gone tomorrow, instead of just like, if they, I don't know, what about like, I don't know, I don't know, man, whatever happened to people like just to be able to like sing or dance or do cool stuff or like make cool stuff. I'm pretty sure that's still there, but I feel like it gets subsumed by people just trying to look super duper high. And I am against anybody looking attractive or whatever, but it's also like, to take it to this extreme, it's just like, wow.
at home maybe every once in a while to see how it looks for fun. The views for these little girls be hitting them like crack, and it's gonna end up being a cycle they continue with, which in the long run is only gonna make them more insecure growing up to a bad point. And these videos ain't a joke either, or just for fun. A lot of them deadass got whole setups of things they do.
Hello everyone, I'm getting ready for bed, and I'm doing this with y'all. I'm doing my skin.
Bruh.
So if you like the video, please like. Then I'm gonna use my glow recipe, then I'm gonna use this, then I'm gonna use my charcoal stick. We just got out of the shower. Man, that was a good shower. We just got out of the shower. Man, that was a good
Very articulate for a 6-year-old. Like, that's insane. But they're just 6. Why are you worried about that?
shower.
We just got out of
What, trying to do some little taste stuff?
the shower. Man, that was a good.
Yeah. 6 years old. That's what I'm talking about. It gets so bad. Like, what are they even trying to be like a child? Like a child star? I don't know. Ooh, that's crazy, bro. That's honestly, that's crazy work. 6 years old. My nephew is 6.
Shower.
She still got her baby teeth, and she talking about like trying to be like Nick Show Speed. What the freak? Oh, wow.
I also want to be clear, I don't even blame them. The only person I blame here is the parents, because why are you even letting your daughter have whole ass 10-step facial routines at that age?
part.
It's worse for them at that age to have a whole long facial routine, because you can overdo it and end up having terrible acne and issues with your skin when you're older. Your skin when you're young is already pretty protected. At the most, doctors say a basic routine. It's reaching a point where certain beauty stores won't even let kids buy these products, and even states are banning it. Like California last year introduced a bill to ban certain anti-aging skin products for people aged 18 and younger. Hopefully these little girls don't end up buying these products like a dude visiting his local Snapchat dealer for a dime bag.
Yeah, that's-
Imagine seeing a child running out an alleyway from the cops with a bag of anti-aging CeraVe products. It's also pre-firing and starting a problem a lot of women already deal with when they're older. Things like self-image products and not being able to walk outside without makeup. And these are girls who didn't grow up with this type of social media culture. I can only imagine.
Yeah, like, I don't know whatever happened to like teen media, because that used to be huge. Now you don't really have that anymore. People like jump to streamers that, well, the way people consume content, like, yeah, the way people consume content changed. But I also feel like it's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy, dude, how insane deep this rabbit hole goes.
Imagine how these little girls are gonna grow up having constant fears about these things. For a final message, I guess, anybody insecure about these things, like dudes who want to look smacks and look like clavicular, I know it's the basic spiel, but just lock in with the gym, your diet, wash your ass, and you'll be like 90% there. And for the 17% women audience demographic I have, you doing alright? Just know Tommy's here to keep you safe. I don't know, probably just the same tips I said for the dudes. And if it makes you feel better, a lot of these girls look 80% different off camera. Anyways, that's gonna be all. Let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Yeah. What a doozy. Man, I hate this for so many people who, like, are just trying to get validation, man. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Have you ever wanted to
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And that was a 12-minute video. I stretched it like 30 plus minutes. Oh my god. Okay. Let me do this real quick. Just take a swig of my peptide serum. Hold on, let me adjust myself again. Alright there. Alright, so now we got a fun one. Let's see. We got Fake Kung Fu Masters of China by Wani. Okay. A little. Hold on. Get in here. Oh, no, you don't, correct. We have a guest tonight. Look at this fat. Look at this. Look at this. Fat, 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 fat. Don't you give me that look. He gonna be off. Fat, 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 fat. You comfy now? Here. Take a seat. It's time. And bad allergies too. He does not contribute to my allergies. Hold on. He does not contribute to my allergies. I do believe it is dust and pollen. Okay, so again, the Fake Kung Fu Masters of China by Wani. Now I can give a little expertise on my martial arts skills. So yeah, there was that sort of like generation of martial artists that did like non-practical kung fu and stuff like that. Like just like the era of like fake gurus like martial arts that have told you like all kinds of like deadly secrets, and it's just marketing and stuff. So yeah, this is. So yes, let's have some fun.
Have you ever wanted to learn Chinese martial arts to fend for your life? Well, if it doesn't look like this, then don't even try, because you won't even come close to understanding the true intricacies of Kung Fu. If you spent more than 5 minutes on social media, you've definitely seen those clips of unks splitting bricks with their bare hands. Or a Kung Fu master who says he's been cultivating Qi for the past 40 years, just to get slimed by an MMA hobby.
Woo!
Now here's a quick...
I know there was one fellow that was going all up and down China challenging like Kung Fu masters to like fights to say, look, we're gonna put your skills to the test. So he would absolutely rip their heads off, and like, I think his name was Yu Xiaodong. And he was just like absolutely like smashing people like left and right, and they call him like the Mad Dog or something like that. I believe there's like a documentary out on him, I think from Vice or something like that. But yeah, he has been like kicking butt. Like the guy's been like kicking some serious butt, and just like been just dropping people left and right. But yes, there's a no touch knockout. It's just like, oh my god. But they get exposed all the time.
Quick example. Liu Longquan, he claimed descent from legendary healer Hua Tuo, master of internal energy, and the ability to knock people down without touching them. According to him, because he can't find any opponents, his daily routine consists of beating his students. But he even went further. Liu said his power wasn't even martial arts at all. It was psychic energy, cultivated from years of chanting and meditation. Essentially, bro thought he was built different. until he challenged a Japanese bodybuilder.
Wait, 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 wait.
He collapsed immediately,
Just absolutely murdered him.
losing several teeth. No chi, no
Eesh.
psychic shield. It's clear
No
his powers
teeth.
only worked on actors, stage performers, and television audiences. But against a real opponent, bears start praying. So how did it get this bad? Well, if fake martial arts masters had a tier list, Ma Baoguo is an S tier. One of the biggest kung fu masters at the time. Ma introduced himself as the master of Hunyuan Xingyi Tai Chi, the ultimate fusion of Tai Chi, Xingyi, and Bagua. The creator of the new infamous technique, Lightning 5 Whips. He's trying to power scale above Goku at this point. But there
We're trying to have some sick dance moves.
was one issue. For a man claiming unbeatable combat power, nobody has ever seen him fight. And that all changed when Mao Baoguo entered the ring with Wang Qingmin, an amateur fighter, not a professional one. He was just a guy who trains and spars. And what happened next became internet history. Within 30 seconds, Mao was knocked down 3 times. Let that sink in. 30 seconds. No lightning, no 5 whips, just punches.
Hold up. Let's see. Oh. Hold up. Let's look at
Just
it again.
punches.
Boom. Just ran. He blocked it with his face. Boom. Alright, let's keep seeing. Bam. Yeah, just got dropped, bro. Just hang it up, brother. Just hang it up.
He's just not in the right state of mind right now.
What was that kick? It's like he was like, he just step into it. It's like, wow.
The look of a man realizing
I hope he wore a mouth guard and bit down on him when he got cracked, because that was game over.
internal energy does not pay rent. Now this entire thing blew up, especially with Ma's copium arc here. After getting absolutely cooked, Ma
Oh.
Baoguo didn't say, I lost, I underestimated him, maybe I should train differently. No, he said he was protecting the young man. He deliberately chose not to counter it.
What?
His opponent lacked martial ethics. What a saint. You should be happy that he didn't use his gravitational pull again.
No, he just ripped your head off. He just ripped your head off and went super viral with ripping your head off. Yeah, that's copium.
Against you.
我呢，本来不该说的，为啥当时我手没有劲，手抬不起来？为什么？我想不通。幽默，摸进去，然后在那个引领、刺激你，手嘛，你肯定是让别人也暗算。
Somebody poisoned me.
哦，你觉得是
有人当为，
没有证据吗？这个
没有证据，所以你不能
I
说
approve. Okay. Come on now. You got beat. Come on now. You got beat. It's okay. It's okay. You got beat. Like, I've had some doozies of sparring like that. I got slapped around a little bit, but right there, you just got beat. With no excuses. Like, I've even been be vulnerable. Let's say I've been very upset with myself, like when I don't have a good day in sparring, and you got beat. That's all there is to it. Gotta take your L's, man. That's just how the martial arts stuff works.
这种私下的朋友呢，再我谈谈。
And netizens responded with zero mercy. He was crowned the godfather of kung foolery. You see, at this point, any normal person would just disappear. Ma Baoguo, he doubled down. A few months later, Ma released a new promotional video. This time he was fighting a British amateur boxing champion. The message was clear. See, I still got it. I'm still in my prime. Y'all are talking nonsense. Except people later found out that the champion was paid to lose. Straight up, like the fight was scripted and it was all for promotional material. And after all that hate, he finally announced his retirement from the martial arts world. It looked like the end of the story for Ma Baoguo. Maybe he finally moved to a rural town in Chongqing. But early this year, Ma Baoguo made a comeback. not as a fighter, but as a nightclub dancer. These clubs
Look
were
here.
paying him around 100 to 200,000 yuan per appearance. What does he do? He performs his signature Lightning 5 whips. But now
Yeah, I was just joking about sick moves on the dance floor, but he actually did it. That's awesome.
as a dance. You know, maybe this is where all martial artists end up eventually.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't even have the fundamentals down. You see, like, it just lacks soul, and until you can truly grasp the essence of the 5-strike lightning technique, you know, don't even bother to make a fool out of yourself. And he also sells merch on live streams.
Because of course he does. Hey, get your bag, homie.
Now, the media still calls him a fraud, but netizens, they call him a nightclub legend. Bro went from fake master to public humiliation to getting cancelled and ended up spamming emotes as a career. Ma says he has put the past behind him and is now leading a peaceful life. Well, he didn't defeat his haters. Instead, he turned them into his customers. Now, this kind of affected everyone
Hey.
because Ma's collapse didn't just embarrass himself. It pretty much embarrassed the entire martial arts ecosystem. Soon after, the Chinese Sports Administration
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
issued official notices of extermination, calling for a ban of self-proclaimed masters, cracking down on false advertising, and prohibiting unauthorized fights. Essentially, they're just saying, these clowns are a disgrace to the image of Chinese martial arts. But you can't stop them all. Their spiritual awakenings are way too powerful for you mere mortals. Take Yan Fang, a Tai Chi practitioner in Hainan, China. She waves her hands and people fall backwards like they just got struck by invisible lightning. She called it electric shock Tai Chi, essentially thunder breathing. I felt it through the screen. I feel like it's made me even
Right?
more Chinese.
Look here.
She
Yeah, just really sell it. Just really sell it.
It hit him so hard he went for a sprint.
I know in Wing Chun, yeah, here you. Well, hold on. I don't know if it's a drill or not, but I've done this a couple times with a partner, where you'll get up and you'll here, and you'll have your wrist lock right here. Just kind of like get that loose fluid motion, push off or something like that. I don't know if I was correct. I don't know if I did it correctly, but I've done this, but I say like that, but I don't think that was it. Yeah. That's just going full ham. That's just me acting goofy. Just to get a laugh.
So hard he just left. He just went home. Fierce opponent. He's going for round 2. He's also going home. For a second, I thought she was about to puke on her. So why do fake masters keep existing? 1. Traditional art does not equal combat sports. This is the part that a lot of people always miss. A lot of traditional Chinese martial arts prioritize health, emphasize philosophy, and focus on choreography and form. Much different from like
Oh yeah, definitely. There's like a difference between like there's actual practical fighting and then just like looking cool and doing like cool flips and kicks and stuff like that.
modern combat sports where you get right hooked to the face. Because Tai Chi trained for health will not survive against MMA trained for violence. So these disasters happen when a teacher who's never sparred claims combat supremacy over others, rejects modern training, and calls punches low-level external force. That's how you get cooked within 30 seconds. 2, there is serious money in this. Let's not be naive.
Yeah, there are a lot of I'll give you an example of Count Dante. There's a lot of people, if you know what I'm talking about, he was a guy that marketed his the dim mak technique. Even though this is probably he's probably talking about is modern, I'm pretty sure it's been going around for like ages now. Where with Count Dante, he marketed his Denmark techniques, which that's not real. He marketed them in back to comic books, and also he had like a lot of people that that was. I think he ran a video store. He had a salon. It's pretty easy to put flies in the hands of people like Denmark. Heck, he even tried to challenge the prime Muhammad Ali, which is insane to do. But I also believe that he was also know that he was doing that because he did mock and stuff like that because he really wanted to make martial arts accessible to people because he had because he didn't like that the American Karate Association was trying to bar him from teaching like students of like color, teaching like black students and stuff like that. But yeah, he's not wrong. There's a lot of money in like doing like fake martial arts mastery.
Fake masters exist because they pay well. They sell seminars, online courses, internal energy manuals, and of course, miracle medicines. Ma Baoguo's lightning whip wasn't just for jokes. Okay, it was a product. And Yan Fang's classes generated huge amounts of income from community elders. In rural areas especially, people want shortcuts to self-defense and they want spiritual health. They respect ancient tradition there. So when someone claims ancient wisdom, they listen. Number 3, cultural protection. Here's the uncomfortable truth. When frauds wrap themselves in traditional culture, exposing them becomes political. Local officials don't want scandals, cultural embarrassment, or humiliation. So sometimes it's easier just to ignore the frauds and just save face. But not all heroes wear capes, which brings us to the man who refused to shut up. Su Xiaodong.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, that's the guy. Yes.
Named the Mad Dog. Without him, most of these stories wouldn't even have been exposed. Now, Su is an amateur MMA coach from Beijing. Loud, aggressive, unapologetic. He challenged Wei Lei. Zhu threw a few jabs and a right cross.
Yeah, he absolutely ripped him apart.
Wei Lei dropped, covered his head, and stayed down. Now, this video went viral in minutes. It got the whole martial arts council stressing. And the best part, Zhu wasn't just exposing one man. He offered a challenge. 1.2 million yuan for any traditional master who could beat him. His logic was simple. If Qi is real, prove it. Now Zhu and Mao Baoguo actually had history. Before they could fight, Ma allegedly called the police. The beef never got resolved in the ring. Ma said, "I defeated Zhu spiritually." Ah yes, because when reality doesn't work, philosophy always does. But culturally, Zhu already won. Now guess what? After all of this, Zhu Xiaodong did not get praised. He got punished. The Chinese Wushu Association accused him of damaging martial virtues and insulting traditional culture. Some media framed him as attacking Chinese heritage. Zhu's response? "I'm not attacking Kung Fu. I'm attacking the fake Kung Fu." He compared it to food. You eat pork and beef, not rats. Absolute bars. But the system didn't care. In 2019, a court ordered him to pay 400,000 yuan to Chen Xiaowang for calling him a fraud. He also had to publicly apologize for 7 days. His social credit score downgraded to D. Probably the worst thing that could ever happen to you in China.
Yeah, I hear. Now, I know another martial artist by the name of Ramsey Dewey who lives in China, and he talked about it a little bit too. That was years ago I talked about that because I know it's a thing in China. It's very interesting.
So he can't use any high-speed trains and he's restricted from certain hotels. His social media accounts? Wiped. To survive online, Su has to appear in clown makeup to hide his face, and also use a fake name if challenging others. He's accepted that he may never compete publicly in China ever again. And without him, it's gone crazy. Especially with this next case right here. Now before anyone says, bro, this is just a China problem, it's made its way over to Vietnam as well. Not only that, but here it's become an entire cult of fake masters and students. There's a Vietnamese martial arts leader who basically turned fake Qi into a full business model. This man claims he can channel electricity through his body, knock people down with one finger, and stop swords with his stomach. This guy wears a suit like he's a corporate villain, and his students fly backwards, twitch on the floor, and collapse like NPCs. Did a whole shuffle before hitting him.
Yeah, did a whole.
They're just showing off now.
This is a whole cha-cha, bro. You getting those hips loose.
Just a mere touch.
Just like, you got him like jiggling around.
Now, real martial arts experts have said that this is fake, these are staged, and they're just performances. But that didn't stop.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They truly are. I watched them. I would. Okay. Let me be real for a second. There's too much nuance in martial arts for myself to claim mastery. So I'm trying to be objective in my martial arts. But it's like this. Whenever I see stuff like this, it's like, and it's like, yeah, like you said, there's a lot of money in it, but it's also like, just makes me groan every time I see it, because like they're just lying. They're lying.
Just a mere touch already got him like that. Now, real martial arts experts have said that this is fake, these are staged, and they're just performances. But that didn't stop him. He built a mini empire. Sham demonstrations, mystic teachings, paid followers, and absolute devotion from his disciples. Not just fake fighting, but a whole belief. So, is all Kung Fu fake? Absolutely not. Traditional martial arts like Wing Chun.
No, things like Wing Chun are extremely popular, and they're very effective and stuff like that.
And Chin style Tai Chi work when actually trained realistically. The problem isn't the art itself, it's the 1% who claims supernatural abilities. They reject actual modern training and use this tactic to exploit students. The actual fraudulent part happens when someone says, I can teach you reverse curse technique.
Gojo?
At the end of the day, this entire fake master trend isn't really that complicated. It's not.
It's just goofiness I guess on like a nationwide scale apparently.
Not some grand mystery of Kung Fu being fake or like ancient culture being useless. It's just a form of marketing, and when people stop testing things and just believe whatever they see. Because real fighting is boring, you know? It's conditioning, footwork, timing, and getting hit in the face more times than you'd like. Fake fighting is way better for business. No bruises, you know, no losses, just that internal energy. And that's how you end up with dudes who've never sparred in their life explaining why punches don't work on them until someone throws a right hook. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you gotta put up those fists, make sure you have your 6 chakras unlocked so you can cultivate your airbending techniques.
Alright. Oh my god, this is hilarious. I think I'm gonna do. Okay, we're gonna do Sanji. Alright. This is Becoming Sanji with Grueling from Taz Skylar, who plays Sanji in the live action One Piece. Now, I don't know if I can get away with this, but yeah. I've been watching the live action One Piece, it's fun. But apparently, like Taz Skylar, he trained uber duper hard, apparently. But like, this is what he has to say about it. Or, yeah, let's go ahead.
Bro, it was crazy. If I never have to train that hard again in my life, I will be a happy man. Training for Sanji.
Yeah, apparently he put himself through the ringer just to get like in proper shape to play Sanji.
Season 1 was easily the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my entire life.
What's he doing?
I mean, the initial fear was all of it. I remember seeing this video of him fight.
Yeah.
So ripped. Like if you look at a picture of him from the anime, he's a master chef. He's charismatic. He's charming. All of which I was not. I mean, my
coming from like a mile away. Okay, no. Yeah, no. I would love to watch, but no.
Today we're going to break down.
Okay. Wee. Alright. How about this instead? Five martial arts lives most people still believe. Muay Thai Chris. Now, yeah, even though I talked about like the fake, I looked at the video with the fake Kung Fu masters, I think there's something to that. So let's have a look and see what he has to say.
Today we're going to break down the 5 most common misconceptions or lies in the martial arts.
Muay Thai Chris. I got Muay Thai on my forearm. It's a tattoo. If you ever take a good look to the Muay Thai.
Right, pay attention. Eyes up here. Got a very special treat for all you guys today. A close friend of mine, actually my best friend, has decided to pay us a little visit. This man, I went to high school with, I grew up with him, and we both trained under Mr. Powers. I want you all to give him the utmost respect. Listen to everything he has to say, because if you pay close attention, y'all might learn something.
What's up, guys? I'm Muay Thai Chris, former pro fighter, owner here at 8 Points Muay Thai, where we built numerous national and world champions. And today I'm breaking down all the mysteries of the martial arts.
The martial
arts captivated my life ever since I was a kid. From Ninja Turtles to Sidekicks to watching the Karate Kid, I was just completely
pretty much right there with me too.
Captivated by these masters of gymnastic moves and flips and ninjas. For somebody to be able to do that, it just captivated me. So I enrolled in my first class thinking I was going to learn secret ninja skills, and lo and behold, nobody was teaching me how to disappear.
Some Ashita Kim type stuff. Yeah, for me, when did I do my first I did my first class, I'd always train, because I remember a friend of my brother had UFC gloves, and I was like, oh my god, these are cool. And I've been watching UFC Unleashed at the time, because I've been introduced to it. So, like, my brother's friend, he came back again, and he brought the gloves, and this time he brought pads. He brought focus mitts. He's like, hey, come on, do it. It's like, and I just fell in love with it. And like I always loved martial arts up to that point, and then I go on to do that, but I just built upon it. And like I would say this many times, I was like throwing like sidekicks in the backyard, and I've been playing football. They emphasize like flexibility, so I've been working on that, and then get better and better, and just like figure it out, man, and figured it out over time, and I'm still learning all these years later. But yeah, that was my introduction to it too. Of course, like things like Power Rangers and TMNT, like he said, and Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat were all my martial arts like inspirations. And then of course like eventually like Bruce Lee and like Jackie Chan, and then like the UFC stuff, and then like things in the UFC where it's like, oh yeah, these guys like do it for real. They do it for real. But it's like, yep, it's been this way for many years.
That was the first time that I realized that maybe martial arts was a little different than I thought. The first lie we're going to deal with today is the death touch. Is there a deadly death touch in the martial arts where you can hit somebody and 3 or 4 days later they die?
Freaking Bloodsport.
So I saw Bloodsport back in the 80s. I was a huge Jean-Claude Van Damme fan. I thought there was no one cooler than Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I just want to eat.
And the part in Bloodsport when he did the secret ninja move, the death touch, the dim mak, and blew the brick out of the I was like, man, that's it. That's the secret move. Is that really true? Is there a secret death touch that you can hit somebody and 3 or 4 days later they die. This right here is probably the biggest lie that I've.
Yes, there is no such thing as a death touch in martial arts.
From people who aren't in the martial arts. So when you first get into martial arts, you think anything's possible, and then you start training and you realize that it's more about fundamentals and realistic scenarios than it is magic. From a martial artist and professional fighting standpoint, there's no secret move that you can hit somebody and it's a delayed death later. This.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to put your money where your Denmark is. You claim that, but it's like, I feel like people get into that sort of like mysticism of martial arts through like a lot of the media we consume, and like there's other movies that show the more realistic side of like fighting, but yeah, the more of that sort of like ninja, that sort of thing. Is like a huge. It captured the imagination of so many people, myself included. Until I actually lived like just like him, I went and did my first martial arts class. And it was nothing like that, and I was like not necessarily disappointed. I was like, oh, okay. I kept doing it anyway because I liked it.
Right here comes from the movies. You really get this a lot in movies. They do the dim lock, the pressure point, fighting, the death touch.
Or like the one on Kill Bill, go, and then they take 2 steps. I think like the Deadly Viper Strike or something. I forget the name, but it was the one where she do boom, 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 and then Bill gets up like takes like 3 steps and dies.
And it really kind of makes the martial arts a little bit more scarier and puts some more mystery into it than it really needs to be. Martial arts is about hard work. It's about fundamentals. It's about learning how your body works and learning how to calm your emotions and calm your spirit under pressure. So there's really not room for all this mysticism and all this kind of stuff. So it really, I think, gives a bad name to the martial arts. But probably the biggest lie that we deal with a lot is mystic powers. Like somebody being able to train so hard that they can touch you with a secret technique and you'll die.
Yeah, the talked about this in like the Kung Fu video, the fake martial arts masters. It's like, nah. It's just not. And there's a lot of people that's like a lot of money in it, and like people who it's like marketing on the highest order.
Right, 3 days later. The next lie that I think I've heard my whole life is I had to register my.
I'm so sorry. That one right there, they make me want to pull all my dress out. I'm gonna say it again. And I said this on a YouTube short a long time ago. If anyone ever tells you that if anyone ever tells you that the hands are registered weapons, they are not to be taken seriously at all. Because that is the biggest lie. You can see me crashing out right now because I've heard it so many times. You have no idea. I'm exaggerating, but I've heard that so many times.
Hands as deadly weapons.
But my hands are registered as lethal weapons.
This one right here is probably, this is my all-time favorite. This was big in the martial arts community in the 90s. There is no government body or law enforcement professional that requires you to register your hands or your knees, your elbows, or your feet as deadly weapons before you compete.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
There are rules, and each state has different rules about
Yes,
standing ground.
Yes, that too.
Self-defense.
I thought you were going to talk about the athletic commission, stuff like that.
And so make sure before you defend yourself, you check your local law enforcement rules and regulations.
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
But I can firmly say that you do not have to register your hands as deadly weapons.
I think Marge and I know different, don't we, Marge?
The next lie we're going to talk about is the martial arts teaches self-defense. Now hold on.
What's the whole up?
Chris, hold on. That's why I got into martial arts, to learn how to defend myself, to learn, the secret.
I can kind of see where you're coming from because there are like there are those variables of like people having like guns and knives and stuff like that, and then there's always you sometimes you just don't know if a person's gonna like what person's packing heat or packing some serrated steel.
Techniques that's going to make me defend my family. That's truly not what martial arts is all about. Martial arts can do that. It can
Oh, okay, I see where he's going with it.
help you in a self-defense situation if used the right way, but it's not an end-all be-all. Martial arts teaches self-discipline.
What's the difference?
Teaches you how to conquer yourself. If you can conquer yourself, you can conquer any enemy. So that's the first rule of martial art. You want to focus on yourself. Focus on dealing with your emotions, dealing with the fear, dealing with the anxiety. Then focusing on the fundamentals, the simple techniques, the ones that will work no matter how you're feeling on the inside. The simple techniques will work no matter what's going on in your life. So focus on those fundamentals. Focus on those simple things.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's very self-disciplined and it's very introspective. It's not.
Oh, absolutely. I can tell you a quick story real quick. I was doing jiu-jitsu one day, and we switched partners, and I was going to go with the guy. I was going to roll with a dude who was purple belt. I remember because he had one of those Hypnotic, the brand Hypnotic, the rash guards, and so I was doing all right, and I could hear in my head, I was like, "Come on, Jeff, you got this, come on." It's like, oh, self-esteem. It's like that aha moment. Like it truly is. It's truly magical when you are putting in the work. When you feel confident, you feel good, you can feel it in your body and mind. It's just I can't really explain it. You just have to go to a martial arts gym and train your butt off, and you're gonna feel it. It's gonna be the flow state, the ultra instinct days, and then be like down the crash days and stuff like that. It's just like it's so good. It's such a beautiful feeling. It truly is. I love it.
So much about self-defense and fighting. It is truly a lifestyle, and it's truly a whole philosophy that teaches you to calm yourself. The next lie that we're going to deal with is not so much a lie that people say. It is something that I've observed in the martial arts. For whatever reason, there is a huge thing in the martial arts about martial arts masters being.
I have said this in like the Kung Fu video about myself. There's too much nuance in fighting to the martial arts and fighting to claim mastery. You know? It's just too much. I can't sit here and be like, oh, I'm this, and this. I've trained for a long, long time, but I still, at the end of the day, I'm a student of I'm a student of the game. And no matter how many times I do my training and stuff like that, it's like, I'm still, it's a lifelong process, in my opinion. So it's like, yeah.
And extremely fat. Like, I'm talking super fat. Bellies hanging over their belts. Can't even rub.
Do you mean one Mr. Steven Seagal?
A flight of steps. But when the time comes and the cards are down and the ninjas are attacking, they're going to muster up these secret techniques and they're going to be able to defend themselves and defend their family. I doubt that highly.
And don't forget the distracting back fist. That's the key.
Taking martial arts and separating it from fitness and separating it from conditioning and being in shape, you're doing yourself a disservice. Your body is your first line of defense. You have to strengthen your body. Most martial arts.
This is why anyone that wants to get into martial arts, I will recommend to you to start working on your baseline fitness, like your calisthenics, like your push-ups and sit-ups, and like squats and lunges, and also working on your flexibility in your legs, working on improving like your hip flexors and stuff like that. You know, just really getting into that and pushing yourself a little bit at a time, and building that gradually, and you can do that, and then just adding in the fitness elements too of like those compound lifts. It's a lot that you can do to build yourself up to before you go to the gym, like, and also getting running, whether it be mile, whether it be like not a mile, well yeah, a mile, like doing a half a mile to a mile to go jogging, all kinds of things you can do to prep yourself before you go to a martial arts gym, because he is right, you do need to make sure you're on point with your fitness.
Talk about strengthening your body. Your body is like armor. So the more conditioning you put it through, the more strength training, the more putting yourself in bad situations, strengthening that resolve, strengthening your fears and emotions, strengthening your body in general, you'll be able to survive an attack when something happens. Self-defense is not about fighting. Self-defense is not about me trying to beat someone up like I'm in a Jackie Chan movie. Self-defense is about survival. It's about getting up, getting out, and getting away. It's not about posting videos on social media. It's not about showing everybody how big and bad you are. If you're not in a movie, you're defending your life. So make sure you strengthen that body, number one, and get yourself where, hey, you might have to run away. So you better do some running, because it's going to make your martial arts a little bit more effective, and it's a little bit more believable when you're not extremely overweight. The final lie that we're going to deal with is black belt in.
That is another one that grinds my gears. Just because you are a black belt does not make you invincible. It does not. You can be like you can still get cracked, tapped, absolutely the floor wiped with you. And you gotta have the humility to say that. I feel like you gotta have the humility to say that if you are a black belt, and be like, you know what, I can still get beat. So you're a lifelong student in the game. That belt is nothing. It's just that belt means nothing in the grand scheme of things, because you being a student of the game should come first.
Invincibility.
5% of all people who start Taekwondo actually make it to black belt.
The black belt is the highest belt in most martial arts. Most people who aren't in the martial arts look at the black belt as the arrival. It looks at the black belt like, I've done it. I've done something. This is the highest point I can get. When all actuality in most martial arts, the black belt is the beginning of knowledge. You've reached a point where you're a master of the fundamentals. Now you can really do the hard training. But even with that being said, most people believe black belts in general.
Yeah, it's the pinnacle. It's the finish line. And in some cases, sure, but like you said, yeah, it's just the beginning. You understand the fundamentals. Now you're really for the hard stuff, you know. And I have respect for a lot of black belts and like that. I truly do. It's just annoying. It's just annoying to know that it's just like, I don't want to say it's annoying. It's just like disheartening, and you feel like you can't be touched. You gotta keep trying. You have to keep putting in work, man. That's a lifelong process.
Have this crazy ability to be able to take on multiple attackers. I can fight a bear. That's all right. I can karate chop his throat. I'm a black belt.
I'm gonna warn you, I don't think you're gonna like how this ends, Hotshot.
That's what most people believe, that they have this mystic ability. And that's just not the case. Martial arts is like anything else. When you look at martial arts that are a little bit more effective when it comes to fighting, such as boxing, such as wrestling, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, kickboxing, those martial arts, many of them don't have belt systems, but those martial arts train your body to be in shape, and they train your armor, they train your body, but then they train the basic fundamental moves that you can repeat over and over and over. And so you'll have a higher percentage in those martial arts of defending yourself than you would in other martial arts where you're learning how to rip people's throats out and take out their eyeballs. In most cases, you can't practice that. So in those martial arts, those people give people this air of, hey, I'm a black belt, I'm invincible.
I'm a black belt in Taekwondo and Taekwondo. I'm a good master at stating the obvious.
I can, when the time comes, I can muster up this energy, and that's just not the case. It's a piece of cloth. The black belt is a piece of cloth that you wrap around your waist. You are the black belt. If you've earned a black belt in any martial art, that is
awesome.
In you. You're the one to represent that belt. The actual belt is just a piece of cloth. So,
yep.
You need to run. You need to train the fundamentals. You need to put yourself in those stressful situations so you can hone and sharpen your tools. So if the time ever does arise, then you will be able to live up to the black belt. And some people believe black belts have this superhuman ability where I can catch.
Not at all. For black belts, they're human. And, you know, we're human. Oh, I'm not a black belt. I'm not a black belt. No, I am. I'm just me. And I just love it.
Catch bullets in my teeth. Hey, I can catch an arrow in my hand and break it. I can, disappear without a trace, like I'm a ninja, and just appear on, behind you and attack you. So a lot of times people believe these mystical things about the martial arts. They're just not true. They're lies that come from legends and folklore, and we've retold the lie.
And all the many martial art gurus who claim mastery of a death touch.
Over and over and over the centuries till we believe it. A lot of people would do better if we just told the truth and told the truth what martial arts is really all about. And again, it's about that self-perfection, that self-knowledge, that controlling your spirit and trying to become a better person, 1% better every day.
Oh yeah. That was a fun one. But yeah, the one about having original weapons drives me up the wall. It truly does. It's like I'm so sorry about my crash out. Oh, stop.
Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos from Muay Thai Chris.
She's still alive? Somebody check her pulse, please.
Alright, it was fun. I think I saw up to him too. He seems like a cool dude. Alright. Whoops. Art streams. We'll do an art stream probably Friday. Get some drawing done. Alright, so we'll try to end it on making some YouTube shorts. Okay. These are commercials for Ninpu Sentai Hurricaneer, which is where we got Ninja Storm Ranger form. Yeah. And it's just really cool. And of course, there's lots of differences and stuff like that. And you can definitely watch it via Tokusatsu and stuff like that. And on Tubi. But yes, these are some commercials for toys.
ジャイロで一風広見チェンジ。待て待て待て、なれ携帯ニットを早手丸、ハリケンジャー変身シリーズ、そして手裏剣ボール。
Ooh.
ハリケンジャイロで一風白身チェンジ。回せ回せ回せ、なれ携帯ニットを早手丸、ハリケンジャー変身シリーズ、そして忍者見戦。
Ah. Thunderstorm, Ranger form. Thunderstorm, Ranger form.
変幻自在感イカズチマン、ゴーライジャー変身シリーズ。
Samurai Storm, Ranger form. In Hurricane. Now, I know that in Ninja Storm, he actually has a more sequence with Cam, but in Hurricaneer, he's just straight up just there.
手裏剣ズバットファイヤーキー、手裏剣ジャー変身シリーズ、マイクで歌おう。
Oh yeah, sword time.
3台の忍びマシンが超人砲でからくり
Hold
剣。
just a second. Ooh.
一風合体。
Ooh, dusty.
いざからくりボールで武装せよ。出撃デラックス超合金旋風陣。これが超忍法だ。忍風合体。出撃デラックス超合金旋風陣。忍びの奥義を発射せよ。
Super
コード
Stamp.
スマッシャー合体コードハンマーセット、からくりボールシリーズ続々登場。忍びの奥義を発射せよ。だけコードハンマーなんてギャトリングアタッカー、からくりボールシリーズ続々登場。イカズチパワー
Thunderstorm,
10
Ranger form.
出撃ゴーライビート、ゴーライスタグ、イカズチ合体、レオフラントアックス、デラックスゴーライジン。モード1、
Ah.
ヘリからロボへ気象変形。天空陣。モード2、巻き起こせ天空旋風陣。モード3、
Yeah.
飛び立て天空ゴーライジン。
And now,
そしてまだ見ぬ最強
Ultra
モー
Sword,
ド
power up.
デラックス天空陣。モード1、ヘリからロボへ気象変形。天空陣。モード2、巻き起こせ天空旋風陣。モード3、飛び立て天空ゴーライジン。
Time for Ultra
そして
Sword.
まだ見ぬ最強モードへデラックス天空陣。旋風陣の力が、そしてゴーライ陣の力が今一つになる。からくりボール風来丸が輝くと流派超越風来合体。完成ゴーライ旋風陣。
Now that's
風来
sword.
丸とデラックスロボシリーズ、そして
Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You thought that I only had this guy? No, 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 no. I also got this guy too. So yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Ooh, dusty.
フライマルとデラックスロボシリーズ、そしてハリケンジャーキャンペーン決戦開始。行けリボルバーマンモス。カラクリボールを打ち出せ。発進ライコンドル。完成天雷旋風陣。
Ultra Sword, power up.
これが究極最強奥義ハリケンジャーデラックスロボとカラクリボールシリーズ。
Alright. Yeah, I'm packing both these. Packing both these Zords, baby. Let's go. Okay. Alright. Let's see. I think that'll probably be it for today. Well, no. Nah, that's not. Let's do it more. I just want to be able to make sure I get plenty. So let's go. Give me a second. I want another cookie. Wait. Oh yeah, it's totally. Yeah. Oh no. It's time. It's time. Darn it. I gotta get started cooking. This was fun. Just to like to have like a little just chatting little stream, as I can catch up on some YouTube content. Yeah, this was fun. But yeah, dude, I had a good time. And so I think talking about martial arts and like the weird looks vaccine stuff. Yeah, it's the weird, bro, for real. But at the same time, let's go ahead and so I believe it is time for us to get on out of here. Let's get on out of here, baby. So I have to send you guys to my buddy Basil. Celebrated what sounds like one of the coolest birthday parties ever at a skate rink, and I wished him a happy birthday, and he loved my little present for him. Now I have to work on my other friend, Boo the rat. I have to work on her present next. So that is probably the subject of the art stream that we'll do Friday. Wednesday, we're going to go ahead and play Guilty Gear Strive because we have a character that hasn't been seen in about 15 years. So she's available now, and she's going to be looking great. And then Friday we'll do the art stream where we'll get started on that little picture. Yeah. And because I have plans for that art piece that I wanna do. So yeah, this is gonna be super duper fun. So yeah. So at this point, let's go ahead and get you guys out to Basil. But yes, again, I'm gonna say it one last time. Saying your hands are registered weapons is the biggest tell to me that you are not to be taken seriously with martial arts. Oh my god. So it's like, it's just so frustrating. But I really had a lot of fun today. Make sure you can follow me on my social media and stuff like that. I gotta get back to posting on those too. I always say that. But at the end of the day, hey, we're having a good time. You know what I'm saying? So we will get you on out to Stinky Hollow, my buddy Basil. And I'll see you guys in the next one because this is delicious. Peace.